My name's Reid Turner. I'm the planning manager for the city of Lilburn. I oversee the planning department, and I've been with the city for about 2.5 years now. I graduated from high school in 2008 and went to Emory University at Oxford initially, and then dropped out to pursue a career as a chef, which I did for about a decade, working at restaurants like Kimball House in Decatur, running some of Concentrix restaurants. I ran a bakery at one point, and then decided that I wanted to go back to school, and took an urban planning class, and it really engrossed me, and I felt really called to that. So I pursued it, threw myself into it, and over the course of about a 5-year period while working, I managed to get my degree, and then got a job at Lilburn about 8 months later. And the rest is history. From a small government perspective, I really value the ability to interface with the public a lot. I really value being able to kind of make a plan for the city long term, and I really get to see the fruits of those labors. I'm really looking forward to kind of the next step in Lilburn's evolution. We have the apartments coming online hopefully in the next year, and I think that'll be a really catalytic development. That was a long process, and it's still going, but have high hopes that ultimately that can be a really catalytic development for the city and see some real change in Old Town. Bring in some more commercial development. That's our big focus right now. We're in a position that most municipalities in Gwinnett are not, in that we are the closest municipality to the city of Atlanta. We're directly on the path to population growth. I think this population influx is going to keep happening, and I think ideal scenario, we morph into a sort of, I don't want to say Decatur, because I don't want us to be Decatur. Decatur's Decatur. We don't need to be Decatur. We need to be Lilburn. But I think that a similar trajectory in development would be really good for the city. I think increasing density so that in a way that's non-invasive. It doesn't necessarily reshape the framework of Lilburn as old residents or new residents may be familiar with. But ultimately, I want to see downtown as a thriving, walkable area. I would like to see people living down here. I'd like to see more restaurants. I'd like to see diversity in retail. And I would really like to see us embrace the majority Latino population that we have. 47% of Latin or Hispanic heritage. At the end of the day, I'd like to see that culture brought forth more. I'd like to see us embrace that a little bit. And, I think we have a unique position where we have a gathering place for that population. And I would really like to see us kind of support that and get, especially that corridor of Pleasant Hill where Plaza is. I think that's really ripe for development, and I think adding anything to help Plaza and to better emphasize Plaza is just a positive for us. I think it's one of the most vibrant places in the city, and I love going to it. I look at Rockbridge and parts of Killian, certain intersections on Killian Hill and Beaver Ruin. All of those areas are really ripe for more commercial development, and I think it would really behoove us to focus on that so that we can kind of ensure that people have walkability to drugstores, grocery stores, restaurants, coffee shops, co-working spaces, artist studios, what have you. That's my view on 29, is that 29 shouldn't bear the entire brunt of our commercial backbone. And I think we have a lot of room to expand that and make commercial developments more accessible to more residential neighborhoods. I enjoy cooking. I really like pastry. I don't really have the facilities in my personal kitchen to adequately execute pastry in the way that I would like to, but I love making carnitas. I adore carnitas so much. I like really long, kind of slow-cooked stews. That's beef bourguignon is one of my favorite meals. And outside of that, like a panzanella salad for springtime, I think that's really one of my favorite things to make. It's very simple. I enjoy reading quite a bit. I'm a big sci-fi nerd. I'm a big cinephile. I watch a lot of movies. I am a former avid rock climber, and I'm trying to get back into that, so that's always fun. My wife and I like to go on hikes a lot. That's pretty much what we do, yeah.